Hello pilots and welcome to another X-Wing video brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. We are live at the Bournemouth BIC for Beachhead 2023 hosted by Entoyment. As always, my name is Phil. We have 5 games to bring you today, so really looking forward to that. We're going to hopefully have a rolling cast of co-commentators because we have 21 players for this, but today, for round 1, we're joined by...
Dale Cromwell.
Hello Dale, welcome along, glad you could make it.
I'm glad to be here, glad to get a win already.
Absolutely, I mean, yeah, you got the bye, so that counts as a win, so that's always a good start if you ask me. So, as I said, we've got round 1 setting up at the moment. Round 1 is scramble the transmissions.
Sorry, we haven't got the objective.
Sorry about that. We are also TOing at the same time as commentating because you know what? Why not throw ourselves right into the deep end as quickly as possible? But whilst we are waiting for the round to start, let's quickly run through the list. Did you want to let us know what Dan's running, Dale?
Absolutely, yeah. So we've got Dan here running Scum and Villainy. Looks to me like a 3-ship list we've got here. Got a Hondo in the Fire Spray, which is one of the new ones from the Hot Shot and Aces, which is
really
great
cool
to
pack.
See. He's running that with some Proton Cannons, which is one of the new cannons we get with the Durge expansion there. Got a soft mod there on the cannon there. Lando Calrissian from Scum, which is the spend a green token to
do fun stuff,
re-roll stuff. Seismic Charges, which are our favourite, take away the obstacles. Contraband Cybernetics, Rigged Cargo Chute, and the Marauder title. Then we've got Durge, one of the new ships there as well, running Marksmanship, Deadeye Shot, Proton Cannons again, and that Contraband Cybernetics.
That's a great combination with that ship, to be honest.
Absolutely. And then rounding it off with Scum's old favourite, Boba Fett in the Fire Spray. Running Fearless, Proximity Mines, Delayed Fuses for those mines, the Separatist Slave 1 title, and the Child for some force that comes back if you get attacked, and then Veteran Tail Gunner for that sweet double tap there.
Oh, like, such a great set of builds there. It's nice to see Hondo. Durge has been very popular in the Rogue, and I think Marksmanship, Proton Cannon, Deadeye Shot, what is not to love about that with that ship? It's brutal.
And I think that actually has dead to rights as a ship ability.
It does have dead to rights on that one.
Bullseye is not where you want to be for that ship.
I love it. I absolutely love it. But on the other side we have Ian, and he is running a classic Rebels build. He has Garven Dreis with the Advanced Proton Torpedoes and the R5K6. That is the Battle of Coruscant variant. We've got Jek Porkins with Advanced Proton Torpedoes, R5D8 and the Unstable Sublight engines. Again, that is the Battle of Coruscant variant. We also have Luke Skywalker. It's a classic. He's got Debris Gambit, Proton Torpedoes, R3 Astromech, and the Servomotor S-Foils. And rounding the list off, because a good X-Wing list does not ever leave home without him, Wedge Antilles with Predator, Proton Torpedoes, R3 Astromech, and the Servomotor S-Foils. So it's going to be a really good fun game, and we are literally going to check with the players to make sure they're ready, and hopefully we will be starting up in just a moment.
How do I share this? Is it on the YouTube?
And we are good to go for the first round there, guys. Don't forget to say hello to us in the comments section, guys. It'll be great to have a chat with you throughout the day. It's going to be a long one, so keep us awake. Someone fancy sending us any food, that would be also great. But yes. Ooh, starting with a fairly aggressive move there from Hondo, just going straight up the board.
Yeah. Fire sprays don't care.
And we do have some interesting little builds on the actual models here. Not sure how well you can see it, but Jek has moved up, and Jek is already on fire. That has actually been modelled to be exploding. It looks amazing. So that's pretty cool to see.
So Ian's a great fan of Jek Porkins. Every time I've ever played him, he's had this Jek on fire.
I don't blame him. It's a cool ship. And, like, Jek's actually really solid as well. So
For sure.
And one of the other players here, Scott, actually ran him at Flight Academy, and he was a surprisingly solid customer as well at that one. So,
and I like him here. This is the Yavin Jek Porkins here, with this amazing mod here called Unstable Sublight Engines, which is a fantastic little. Once you do go bang, you get to boost forward and then blow up, which is a great reason to not kill him.
Good. It's like a variation on Deadman Switch, but you actually get to put yourself into a slightly better
turbo.
position.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Every Scum player is slightly jealous of that upgrade now and hoping that one day they may get hold of it. They are Scum, they tend to get everything, so it wouldn't surprise me. So, obviously, we are in a big hall with many other tournaments, so you may hear some other stuff in the background. We'll hopefully be all right. Yes, James, Jek can hold it.
So we're playing Scramble the Transmissions this round, which is, I believe, the one with 3, isn't it now?
3 in the middle, yes.
Yep. And as I'm sure most of you know, you cannot flip them or scramble them on the first round.
All point scoring other than if somehow you manage to blow someone up in the first turn, which would be impressive.
It would be amazing.
There is no point scoring in the first round. Checking for lock there, just out of range, so we're probably not going to have any shooting this round unless Wedge decides to be an absolute madman, which it's Wedge. It's possible. Highly possible. Absolutely. There, guys. I absolutely love coming down for Beachhead every year. I think it's the first tournament I ever actually did way back in the day, and it's just always such a great atmosphere. It's great to see this place actually growing as well. I'd love to be able to show you all of the other stuff, but to be honest, all we care about is X-Wing. But it is great. There's a great atmosphere down here. There's a show on at the side as well for punters to come and see what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Greasy. We are fully live. There is no skipping the dials this time around, I'm afraid. They are going to be normal. I know we normally cut those down for you and give you a turn count, but dials are fully live today. So those fire sprays are sticking quite in the centre there. Potential for them to get flanked, but I'm interested to see where they're going to go.
I mean, they're going to have to choose to commit one way or the other here, but they have left it open to go whichever way, which means that Ian's got a bit of decision making to do here.
I mean, looking at the upgrades, it's not exactly like it's an easy option. It's go and fight off 2 advanced proton torpedoes or go and fight off 2 proton torpedoes. It's definitely a rock and a hard place. Unfortunately, the pilots can hear us. We're not too far away from them, so
This is going to be a really interesting commentary.
Oh, it is going to be very interesting. Yeah.
Sometimes they explode as soon as anything looks at them.
Right, and round 2 is coming up here. And Dan once again has the initiative. I keep forgetting Hondo's only initiative 1.
Yeah.
It's weird to see a named pilot at initiative 1. They're normally something weird like 6 in one scenario, like 0 in another.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to see.
Absolutely. He is going right up the middle, though.
You know what? I don't blame him.
He's not scrambled it either, which is interesting.
Because obviously Hondo's I1, he can use that action to take that, but it will get taken straight back off of him by Garven or Jek. So yes, it can deny them an action, but I think he's doing his Hondo at the moment, so he wants to keep his actions.
Yes, Tim, it is.
Yes, Tim, he got the bye round 1, so he foolishly, thankfully, gratefully accepted to come down and have a chat with us, so... Greasy Cleric, if we can help you finish out those last couple hours at work, then stick around. We'll keep you company if you keep us company, buddy. So that's the Hondo trigger there. And that's someone using their phone as a foghorn.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. This is where it goes.
Pulling the one straight out of the bag.
Oh, the Rebel 1 straight to victory. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful there. Hondo trying to say, no, you're going to do something else. And Jek just going, no, I can hold it. I can indeed hold it. No one taking any objectives. Are they going for kill points here?
It does seem that way. I think objectives are a super important part of you can definitely have it creep away from him, but if they both ignore them, it just becomes a straight out fight.
Yeah.
And if these two ones on the right here are the advanced Proton Torpedo ones, so if he can get a range shot here, he can really put some damage into Hondo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think taking out Hondo, that's a big 7 points there.
Yeah.
So, again, it's one of those weird things with the scenarios, in that you can play them if you... Ooh, splitting the fire sprays here. I like it.
Super fast play here.
Wow, really aggressive, hoping... Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of a kink in the middle of the table, but not that type of kink, guys. Super fast play, that hoping, I reckon, that those X-Wings zip past him. Yeah.
He's gone for the bump there. He's gone for the bump. Boba loves being at range.
And I don't think that Luke can fit a range 1 in that gap there.
If he's done the one bank, we're all good. Oh, yes, Luke! Get in there. Bearing in mind, this is exactly where Boba wants everyone to get his re-rolls fully activated.
Oh, doesn't look like he's going to clear it though. Oh, Boba. You really have put yourself in a nice position there. I absolutely love that positioning there. Both players, both fire sprays there, just going super aggressive, and that is just awesome. And Wedge, oh no, doing the two bangs so that they didn't interfere with each other, and that also bumps. Boba is currently sat in the cockpit laughing his Mando head off right now.
Now, whilst this is a great bump here from Boba, we are going to, at range 0, there he's going to get none of his mods on any attacking. So whilst he will definitely stay alive here, he's not going to put any dent into those X-Wings.
I think he's more than happy though that he's not going to be getting like 2 Proton Torpedoes in his face.
For sure.
And again, one of the great things about the fire spray, it's got that rear arc, so once it gets past, it's still
in the fight.
And it's probably the best ship with a rear arc and the best medium-based ship in the game, in my opinion.
Absolutely. It's quite arguably the best ship in the game.
Very, very close. It's
free
definitely
attack out the back as standard. Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think any other ship's rear arc has the same as its front. They're all sort of 3-2.
Yeah, or they're all a choice. So like the SF, you have to deliberately choose to go back.
The RZ2, the RZ1 with the vectored. Oh. So that's 2 shields down on Durge there. Sorry guys, we were slow on the uptake of getting the camera up. Too busy waxing lyrical about the fire spray there.
Doesn't look like bullseye on Luke there.
Oh. So range 3 to Wedge. I think that's a good shout. Oh, hit crit coming in there. Oh, double evade.
Wedge
laughing there.
Sorry, what?
So range 0 shots there from
So
Boba.
Boba's ability will not kick in for this.
No.
Sometimes it doesn't
Not that he
need to,
needs it.
though.
2 hits and a crit there. That's ridiculous. What can Wedge pull out of the bag?
So
A single dodge
shield's
zone.
gone there on Wedge.
Shields down. You know what? I'd actually be quite happy about that with Wedge.
Yes, that could have been a ton worse for him.
Yeah.
Luke going for the Durge as well there. Now Luke opted not to get the stress focus.
And is just Nat's hair out and out of arc.
So it's a range 0.
1 out of arc for the day. Out of arc of Hondo there. Thanks, Ben. Shame you couldn't be here, buddy. It feels really weird having Beachhead without Ben Kennedy around. No. So Luke, unfortunately, does not much there.
And Luke, however, do getting old school fire control systems because the child's on Boba there.
Yes. Gotta love that. But so far, that engagement there definitely favoured Boba. I mean,
100%.
obviously, Durge took a couple of shields, but Durge doesn't care.
No. So just checking here if Garven has the range to get the range 1 or a range 2 shot.
Yeah.
He chose not to target lock, so he's got the focus to pass to Jek.
Yes. You know what? I think that's actually pretty...
It is a range 1 by the looks of it.
Yeah. Nice and close.
What we want here is Garven to roll any focus result so that he can pass that focus across to Jek.
Yeah. We will see. Come on for the focuses. Normally we want hits, but this time...
There it is.
There it is. 2 focuses
So
in there.
Garven will spend the focus for his own attack, pass the focus to Jek.
Classic Rebels
Synergy.
2 dodges. So that's 2 shields down on Hondo. You know what? That's a perfect result there for Hondo.
Couldn't have gone better. And here comes Advanced Proton Torpedoes.
Yes, advanced protons.
Yeah,
Let's see how this goes. Oh,
good thing he's got the lock.
yeah. Hit crit, having to spend the lock. Probably okay with spending it. Got the focus there just in case. Oh,
another one becomes a crit. That is 2 hits and 3 crits. That is pretty spicy.
That's brutal.
Oh. Yep. So.
Right, spending the calculator re-roll. Gets
Very
the dodge.
nice.
Spends the
Very,
focus,
very
so
nice.
that is 3. So that is going to be 1 crit going through. And it's a fuel leak. Oh, what a terrible crit to get right early. It could be worse, it could be a hull breach.
Well, great use of using that calculator to kick in
Oh.
Lando, though, basically giving him a blank protection reroll there.
Absolutely. And then Hondo going to get to retaliate.
He's got a range one there.
No tokens though now, unfortunately, but you kind of expect that with an I1.
For sure.
He's not there for the tokening. Oh, hit
Hondo
crit though.
proving that tokens are irrelevant.
Double
Oh,
dodge.
Jek's like, not today.
Oh.
Not today.
Ian's dice are on fire today, just like Jek Porkins.
No, so because they all chose violence, there are no points this round.
Yep,
and
no points in the
Remind me
round.
if I'm wrong, bud. It's no half points either because it's a scenario.
No half points. This is the only one with half points is chance engagement.
Cool.
It's a classic one, that. I mean, to be honest, there's so many points on the board that you can. I mean, you look at Boba, 9 points.
Yep.
That's at best 3 turns worth of.
Oh no, for sure.
So-
Destruction always does seem to be the main thing of every of them, but I have had so many games run away if you ignore the scenario for too long.
Yeah.
Or rather, if one person goes for it and one ignores it, it can run away from you.
I mean, I've seen games where you have like high ship lists that just, especially assault is a terrible one because they're just so close to it, they're scoring everything, and you're just there like, I need to fly in formation and I can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I mean, it's one of the reasons why, as a purist, well, purist isn't the right word, I absolutely love chance engagement because it's more like original X-Wing to me, so you can do whatever you want with it.
Absolutely.
Ben, it's been so long since I've actually had your Scum shenanigans used against me. I haven't seen you in store for ages. I know you've been busy, but we will definitely need to organise a game at some point, even if it's over TTS, mate. We will get that sorted.
What was the last Scum shenanigans you had from Ben?
To be honest, it was actually resistance shenanigans
Oh, okay.
he was using against me.
Fair
but
enough.
obviously, he uses a lot of Scum, so I think there was the Mando one with Kanan and Maul. Also, you know what, I can't remember, but if you guys check out the South Coast series, you'll see 5 games of him because he parked himself on table 1 and then just did not move.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, it was a great list. It was brutal, and I was a little bit frustrated by it. But you know what? That happens sometimes. He also shut down one of my defenders. Had a great. I was like, I'm going to re-roll that, and he was like, nope, L337, and I was like, I'm not happy about this.
Oh no.
I started including L337 on some of my lists instead. So, those of you just joining us, we are live from Beachhead in Bournemouth at the BIC. We have 5 rounds of X-Wing coming to you today. We will be taking some slight pauses between the videos, between the rounds, sorry. So, this is round 1, scramble the transmission. Round 2 will be coming very shortly, and then we're going to have a lunch break about 12:30, but we will be around. And once again, Dan takes the initiative. Ooh, seismic charge being dropped from Hondo there. Tell you what, that's a great spot to be dropping that seismic charge. Oh, Boba's setting himself up with a proxy as well. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one down there, but it's going to be an interesting one.
We'll do Contraband Cybernetics.
Hondo doing Contraband Cybernetics there.
So there is at least a 10% chance he's doing a rev move now.
Oh, that is...
Work of art.
Oh.
Got to go back on the Talon, but it's looking amazing.
Chef's kiss for that one.
That was a hand signal for radio.
Yeah.
It's some money.
So it is kind of weird playing to a time limit as well. I've kind of got out of that
Oh, what?
practice.
For the randomness of it all?
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
I mean, like I said, obviously in the tournament pack it says you can roll to like increase the length and decrease it. I was like, let's just do 75 minutes because otherwise my head will explode.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, they have done a bunch of stuff to take away the running the clock stuff, but some of it is maybe a tad too far.
Yeah. We have actually pre-rolled for these scenarios throughout the day just to try and speed things up a little bit for the players.
So we have another Talon roll here from Jek. And
The question is, can he hold it?
can he hold it? We're about to find out live here.
We're very square. No damage.
And
So
Jek
this
can
means
hold it.
he can do, and he can scramble that tradition, or he can do his action.
I don't know if you caught. I don't know if you guys caught that bit of dialogue there. Ian said the sensible thing in a scenario is to capture the objective. And then he caveated that with, we're not here to be sensible. So he's going for violence. And you know what? Respect. Respect for Ian there. If he pulls it off.
He could have done anything. He could have barrel rolled out the way of that seismic.
Yeah.
He could have done any number of things, and he chose violence.
Yes. And we are all here for that, guys. We're all here for violence.
Garven
On
here,
the table, I will point out.
Garven here doing a sharp turn.
Oh, sorry, action.
So
Yeah, Garvin is kind of stuck there. Oh, he's going to have to be sensible.
he's chosen to do the scramble action there.
24 minutes in and we have our first objective captured, people.
So we'll do Boba Fett.
Someone has scored a point this round.
Yeah, points.
Two forwards from Durge.
Oh, Boba is just going to stop, essentially.
If Durge lands on this prox, I'm going to lose my mind.
It's one of those, I'm not going to lie, it's one of those things I was looking and going, oh, that's close.
I will.
So do you want to remind us again what Durge's ability is there? Because Scum and Separatist have different ones, don't they?
They do indeed. So let's bring up Durge. He's a very new pilot and he's very good as well. So,
Oh no!
oh no, it gives us both.
It's not telling us!
It gives us both. 1 second, guys. Let's go and pretend we're writing a list instead. Oh, technology, it's great until it fails you. So, Durge for the Scum. While you defend, after the neutralise result step, if there are more hits and crit results than your active shield, you may change one hit to a crit and cancel one crit result. Hit result.
Wow, okay.
That's wordy, but hey, someone might not have any shields.
Absolutely.
So someone was definitely okay with taking some damage earlier. So Durge is just a crit machine. I mean, Proton Cannon is insane.
Yeah.
Marksmanship, Deadeye Shot on there.
Yeah. So he's putting crits through, or he's flipping cards anyway, isn't he? Either
Yeah.
way.
Oh. The prox mine was triggered.
By,
Yeah.
by a Luke, by the looks of it.
Yes, Luke went over it there.
Looks like he rolled hit focus though, so only took the auto hit there, which is great for
Yeah.
Luke. Luke has decided he doesn't want any of that.
Wow, I think he's looked like they're going to try and see if they can focus down Hondo, which, you know what, I actually think is a good idea, because
Got those good hits on him before.
Yeah, there's already hits there. Now, just looking at that build for Durge, obviously marksmanship, I love marksmanship with bullseye, because it works on your proton cannons. So that is fantastic. Deadeye Shot is only primary attack, but that's there to help you anyway, so...
Wedge has cleared Boba here.
But at the moment, he is in a little bit of a kill box if he doesn't... Yeah. It's not...
Fantastic. So
Yeah, out of
barrel
bullseye.
roll out of Boba here is probably the most important part.
Yes.
Go back as far as he can there and get out of arc.
Well, saying that, getting out of a range 1 bullseye shot from
Absolutely.
Durge.
It's both pretty
yeah.
bad. Both pretty bad. Okay.
No. Again, still only 1 point on the board at the moment, guys.
Get 1 point, lose 6. Sounds great.
Looks like it's tough from the angle. I think he might have got himself out, but... Right, let's get some of those dice on the way. So, Wedge going into Durge. Oh,
one.
just the one.
But it's enough.
Goes through. Durge range 1 into Wedge. Wedge has no shields either at the moment, so... Oh, 3 hits coming through. Fearless focus spend there.
Fantastic combo there.
Hold on. Was that
Durge got
Durge?
fearless.
Does he? Does he have fearless?
We've got marksmanship and Deadeye Shot here.
I changed it on Wednesday.
Oh, right. So what's he got? Marksmanship and...
He just got fearless.
Just fearless. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so quick one there. We were waxing lyrical about marksmanship and Deadeye. Turns out doesn't have that. Dan updated the list and I didn't check it. It's actually fearless on there, so still a great combo.
You've seen it here, folks. It's a great combo for getting 3 hits on the Wedge.
Yeah. So that was 2 damage going through onto Wedge.
Now he's gone, because he's got out of arc, Boba seems to be going into Luke now.
Oh, spending a force.
So these force don't come back, I think.
No.
Because it's from the child, isn't it?
And that's 3 damage into...
I think that's Luke.
Yeah. That is good. Well, that's interesting. It won't actually allow me to change Boba's force because he's been added as a crew.
Oh, right. Okay.
Interesting. Okay, so range 3, Luke is now going to see what he can do on Hondo. Oh, double hits. Oh, all through.
So Luke only rolled 2 there. I believe his S-Foils are closed at the moment.
Yeah. Did you seismic? Missing the seismic. Tournament days, a lot goes on, so it's easy to miss stuff. Debating whether he wants to potentially hit himself. This could be important.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing. Jek nicely positioned there to avoid any damage from that seismic charge. And background, so yeah, back to the shooting.
We were so concentrated on that one.
Range 2 from Jek there. This could do it. This could be a Hondo down.
One of eight.
2 crits. It's
Got no fuel leak. Fuel leak kicks in. See.
Oh,
Fuel leak.
fuel leak.
No, I repaired the
You repaired
Oh,
fuel leak.
okay, fair
Sweet.
enough.
So wounded pilot.
and then weapons failure.
Weapons failure. So Hondo lives on 1. Oh, he's glad he fixed that fuel leak. That would have been awkward.
That was a good use of contraband to
Yeah.
fix that fuel leak on the red.
Contraband is just such a great upgrade. It's a good job it's only 1 use though, otherwise that would be absolutely brutal.
I've got weapons failure, so 2 dice.
2 dice coming on a
Oh,
range
2 dice
3
from
shot here.
Still just throwing him.
Oh, somebody mate.
Oh, absolutely mental. So, end of the round, we
1-0.
have, it's 1-0. It's 1-0 at almost half time, guys.
I thought we were playing X-Wing, not football, guys.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, clearly, Hondo is in an offside position right now. So just want to remind you guys, if you do like what we are doing here at Out of Art Game, you can support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below. You do actually get the option to provide us a list to fly as well if you select our veteran tier. We've had some interesting lists sent to us in the past, so if you want to let us know what you want us to fly, click down the link and get onto Patreon, guys. Thank you very much.
Is this you?
And Dan Minty has scummily stolen first player once again. That's every single round, no systems for this one. Thank you very much.
No worries.
You know what, sometimes you do a shout out and then the guy next to you goes, all right then, so big shout out to Dale. Not only is he joining us on the stream today, but he's actually signed up to Patreon. So thank you very much, Dale. We very much appreciate that.
No worries. Patreon is a fantastic way of just giving a little bit to help out people who do great stuff like this.
Absolutely, it is just fantastic. I mean, there's so many things. We have rig cargo chute being dropped here.
So we're working out if it automatically kicks in onto Garven, or if
You get strain first, and then you roll for hit, or either you get a
no. I feel. Yeah, well, to be fair, he's got it, so I'm sure he knows. So strain automatically.
they got rid of the stress automatically,
Yep.
and you get a stress for it.
So strain and stress there onto.
Ah, I see. So they've made it nice that the strain is the automatic rather than people definitely getting the stress.
Oh yeah, that's actually probably a good thing there, to be honest.
It's the only thing with them changing so many little nuances of this, it's impossible, even if you've been playing the game for years, to keep up sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I had one of the players messaging me last night going, can I do this? Can I do this? And I'm like, 1 second, I'll come back to you.
I'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah. And then when I told him no, he sent a completely different list to me.
So you can't see on stream, but Dan has just put his arms in the air in a victory pose because he's got both X-Wings on the, not debris, sorry, what's it called again?
Rigged cargo chute.
He has gone out with a bang though, for sure. So same thing here, guys, strain, and he's got away with
It's a
without
blank,
it.
so
But technically, if he was to fly completely over it, the
Yeah.
action step would not be skipped.
that is something I do like that they've done with obstacles. They've made them obviously a lot more brutal, but
Yeah.
that action step, because he's on the obstacle,
Yeah. So Porkins isn't losing his action step because of the stress, it's because of being on the debris, for
Yeah.
sure. Another reason Jek is amazing.
I mean, the positioning now, there was a moment where those fire sprays split. I was a bit like, oh, this is interesting, but they have really. I mean, Hondo is hurting, and James, you're right. 1 HP dropping that, good cheer there. I mean, I wish we had a camera on Dan. It was a rocky victory pose at the top of the stairs.
Oh right, he's going for a 1 hard here. I'm not sure if that is blue for a rogue class or not. Keeping the stress, but
Oh, and
he might be popping his contraband.
it's white on that actually.
So he's
which is
doing
good.
contraband, which does allow him to do manoeuvres while actions while stressed.
Again, contraband is probably the best illicit in my opinion. Closely followed by false transponders and probably dead man switch because it's hilarious. So we've got a target lock there on Garven. Luke is opening the remains of his 3 wings. And
Now, by some miracle of amazingness, he's not going to land.
no,
he's going to bump into his own ship.
he's bumping into Jek, which actually is probably the better option for him. Apparently it's not. Oh, yes. Oh! Luke could damage himself here. This is an important roll. And Luke does damage himself. Luke is down to 1 health. What is happening here? Paul, we will pass that information on to Ian. Ian is the hero we all deserve, not the one we necessarily need.
Paul's a top X-Wing and A-Wing pilot here, so he's it's only half the ships he wants in this list, I'm sure.
X-Wings and A-Wings. We've got an A-Wing list for you a little bit later on if you stick around. But it does have a Z95 in it as well, but... yes. It's eyes. So, stress, nothing else. So, in this absolute mayhem, shots are going to be flying around everywhere. Not from Wedge. Oh, Boba is going to try and take Luke out. I do not blame him. Three hits. Need a perfect result here. Oh no! Luke is down. That is 6 huge points for Dan there. And wow.
Has Luke been killed at I-5 though?
Luke has been killed at I-5, so he still
does get
gets to shoot.
Okay.
He does still get to shoot. So we can almost guarantee that Hondo is going down.
So I'll take the Proton Cannons
So bit of gun here for Ian because that Jek did end up where Jek wanted to end up.
Yeah.
So he could have gone slower with Luke there and not got his own bump there, even without the rig shoot getting in the way.
Yeah, and he would have survived it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Proton Cannon.
One of those is Proton Cannons.
So this is the soft mod you get with the Proton Cannon.
So that's...
Hit crit.
And that is shields down on Garven. Proton Cannons, they are really good. And that's probably why you can only use them once every other turn.
It's in every other one, isn't it?
Yeah. Luke is going for revenge. He
Has
wants
to get hold of
Hondo.
Hondo here, but we've got 2 shots. But Luke should be back up at full force, which is going to.
Spending the force. Why not?
They're all shooting anyway. Yeah. There we go.
Hondo is down. 7 points. So you
it's
know
quite
what?
an even trade, actually.
Pretty even trade. I mean, that sneaky little objective he got earlier does put him a little bit in the lead. So it's currently 6 points to 8 with 33 minutes left to go.
And do we still? It's only that one claimed satellite, isn't it?
It is only the one claimed satellite. So that is end of round 4. Oh no! Hold on. He does still have a shot. I will shut up. I got so excited that we had Luke and Hondo going down. There was stuff flying everywhere. So range 2 obstructed into Durge. Nothing. Okay, so now that's the end of round 4 there, guys.
So scenario points. We've got 1 scenario point to
2
Ian.
now for Ian.
Yeah,
second round for
that's it
yeah.
for sure. Nothing. Dan didn't get any.
No.
Then he's got 6 points for killing Luke.
Yeah.
And then I believe was it 7?
7 points for Hondo.
Right.
So it is currently 6 to 9 in favour of those X-Wings. And
All to play for.
all to play for. I'll tell you what, it's a good job half points aren't on here because that would be brutal.
So Ian is ahead, but he is burning across the board where we've got quite a healthy Boba here.
I mean, Boba hasn't been scratched.
So would you say he's quite healthy?
Like, I
He's like
think
the most healthy.
He's
There's a
very
scale of
hale.
1 to 10.
Yeah.
He's 10 healthy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or no, he is 10 healthy. They
10
get
healthy,
6.
yeah. That's another reason the fire spray is so good. 10 health on a medium-based ship.
It's insane. With
Like,
2 greens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, I think that's the same as some large-based ships. The Shadowcaster, I believe, is also 10 health.
The
And
Lamb is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Shadowcaster does get that 5k turn though,
For sure.
which is hilarious. So, dreaded Boba time. Does Ian aim for the rogue, or does he see if he can actually start hitting Boba?
I think now he's started to lose his damage output. I think you ignore Boba and try and get Durge in scenario because you're not going to kill Boba. And doing unless you kill Boba, he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Boba, you have to get target number 1, get everything on him, and he dies, or you're never going to do it.
Absolutely. So no need to roll for road now because the I5s are not matching with Luke's demise. It's a very different outcome to the saga now.
Because you started on it, you don't suffer the effects. A bit like you start on something, you don't suffer.
Just clarify the obstacle rules. Obviously, if you start on an obstacle and finish off the obstacle, you don't suffer the effects of the obstacle again, which is good. That's really nice. It's sort of like one hand they've made them a bit more brutal, but on the other hand they've made them a bit more forgiving at the same time.
For sure.
Because I'm pretty sure we've all had that moment where he's started on a rock, not been able to clear it, and just or even in the old days when he cleared it, you're like, well, I'm going to take 2 damage.
Yep.
Durge is in a really good position though, where with Wedge facing away from him and Garven in front of him, he can just zip past and go off to Jek.
Absolutely.
Although Jek, surprisingly, is the healthiest of the lot. It's definitely a tough position to be in.
Yeah. Opting to stay where he is there. Which has gone for the
Ooh.
bumps. Good call there. Going to both get all right attacks.
Yeah, range 0 shooting, but it is dice to be thrown.
For sure.
And right now, that is the most important thing, getting those dice thrown out there.
Yeah.
What you do is red focus.
Electing not to take the red focus, correct. You're not gonna use it, so I mean you could potentially use it on defence, but you don't want to then
He
have to
wants to
stress
set
yourself.
up for the next turn, for
Yeah.
sure. And he's used his contraband, so
Yeah, he does get a charge back on his proton cannons, which is pretty good. And we have one of our first rounds is already in, so that was very quick. Someone's going to get an early tea break.
Boba's going for the claim there. Oh, he's done it.
Oh, I think you know what? I think that's the right idea.
He knows he can't get the shot on Boba there.
Well, he could have a range 3 on to Jek there. He's very close,
Yeah,
but
good
you know
point,
what?
good point.
Take that objective just in case. It's gonna pay dividends in the end. Oh yeah, so there's the range 3 on Jek obstructed.
But with the strains, it's going to end up being...
Yeah. Okay, so 2 eyeballs and a hit.
I won't change.
Keeping the force.
Keeping the force.
Fine.
Got the evades there.
And he now
Lovely.
he clears the strain. Clears the strain because he's defended.
Yeah, so strain goes, which is quite nice. I always forget that.
Yeah, so do I.
And that is half points on Garven Dreis, but obviously, as you said, no half points. But
He's half, but it means nothing.
Morning, Nicola. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Ooh, 2 hits there, 1 flying. Oh, both going through. Oh. Durge.
Durge's ability means that if there's more hits than I have shields, I can turn one into a crit to cancel a hit. So I will take a crit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's actually
I never use it.
using Durge's ability on defense here. So he is actually going to take a crit to only potentially take 1 damage. Oh, it's direct! Oh, it's direct hit! So it didn't matter anyway. That is absolutely. Oh, you know what? That's the best thing ever. Oh,
That
that's
would have
exactly
been. That was amazing.
how you do it.
it. 25-0. Wow. That might be a 3.
I think it's a 3. We're getting
there's-
some results coming in here.
So back to dials now. So I believe we're on 1 for 1.
Yep.
That. So 10.
So it's 7 for Dan, 10 for Ian. It's a precarious position for both of them though, because they've got ships that could go down quite easily. Oh, Ian has said it's only precarious if they care. I think they're having fun.
So he's scored a scenario point 3 rounds in a row, and he's killed your. If Hondo's 7, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just confirming the points there. Always good idea. You know what? It's good to check.
Absolutely.
We're all human, mostly, and sometimes things happen.
What I find when we're not having a stream over the top as well is to just have one pad that both the players use, because otherwise you have 2 different pads. You have a risk of confusion.
Yep.
Yeah, the results are flying in thick and fast here. So we are on round 6. But as I say, Durge has only got 2 points. That's a big 4 point that they can grab. But again,
Boba has the ability to clean up here though if he can get some kill shots in.
if he can get Wedge, that's 6 there. Wedge is quite far out, but also Garven's only got 3.
They're all killable.
Yeah, they're all except for Jek, who is the healthiest of the lot, which just doesn't seem right.
Jek and Wedge do need to get back in the fight though. For sure.
Oh yeah, if they don't get in the fight, then it's going to be some issues there. They really need to get in there.
Where'd you put the scores in?
We are just trying to put in some points on Longshanks. First time we've actually used it, so it's hilarious. It's the blind leading the blind at the moment. Boba coming in with a 3-bank.
Boba is trying to kill Sammy. He's hunting wedges.
You know what? Getting Wedge is going to be the right idea.
Spot super blue or blue tack or something, I can just repair this casualty of war.
I do. Oh, Durge is in an interesting position. I love where Boba is right now, because Boba has shots.
Okay, so Durge is barrel rolling here.
He's barrel rolling away. And he's evade Lincoln to that as well, which is an interesting...
I mean, if he can stay alive and get reclaimed, that's re-scramble that submission.
I think that's what he's looking to do. He's trying to... He doesn't want to sacrifice Durge. I mean, you've got a super healthy Bobber, so you don't exactly need to sacrifice Durge there, so...
I'm so invested in this move.
It's doing the one back.
Okay.
And it's when I want stuff.
Oh.
Link that to a focus. And it's whether that's useful or whether I want to open and just bring it back in. It's a long way around.
So trying to debate whether to boost round, get a range 1 and just go absolute crazy shenanigans.
S-Foils are closed at the moment. I think he's opening. He's going for it now. Decision, he can't boost anymore, so it probably looks like a focus here.
It's a shame that this is a bit too close to those Proton Torps.
Yeah.
Will the barrel roll get me out of mark? I can't tell from this side.
The back end is going to be
It's very close.
He has got 3 shots here on Boba, but we know that's not enough to kill him.
No. It would have to be an actual direct hit train. And we know one of them has already been pulled, so
And
it'll be very
Boba's
tough.
killing 1 in return.
Oh yeah, Boba is absolutely taking Wedge out. If Wedge is in arc, oh, he's got a veteran tail gunner as well. It's funny, Boba's in a kill box and Boba's the one that's laughing.
Boba is the kill box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boba is
yeah,
the kill
yeah.
box. I've now just got in my head the cardboard box from Metal Gear Solid on top of a fire spray as the kill box.
Yeah, and I think this is the right choice here. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's not going to get out of arc. Oh, it's so close.
Oh.
It's so close, Ian.
had to get away.
Right, so saving Durge there, great shout. Oh, just the crit.
I will check for reroll. I think I've got reroll.
Oh, he
If-
still gets the reroll.
If he has got a reroll, it's a range 1 shot, though, isn't it?
Yes. Good shout.
Sorry, so you should have checked for range before you attacked. Yep.
Right, so it made no difference.
Join us next week for core mechanics of the game. Right, so that is a terrifying range 1 back.
Oh, God.
So this will mean that Boba gets his rerolls fully activated here.
Right.
Well, it depends. He can check. Yeah.
So who needs reroll?
So 1 reroll. Yeah,
1 reroll.
I'll spend force and fearless will do the other one.
Oh, F's in the chat for Wedge.
Boba doing Boba things.
Boba is just brutal.
And I think it triggers. Yes. So Veteran Terror Gunner gives him a second attack, but because Wedge is at this PS initiative now, he does get the reroll from that.
Yeah.
Although he has, I think, spent all of his child force right this
Oh yeah, all the force is gone.
Okay.
1 hit there.
Jek Porkins saying.
Jek Porkins saying
I
no.
didn't come to take damage.
Jek telling literally everyone that he can in fact hold it.
I'm not going to bother shooting. I don't give this. I won't be killing him before the end of the game.
So
Okay, fair enough.
choosing pacifism rather than that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. But you know what?
So is that all the shooting done then, guys? So they get 1 point each for scenario action. But Wedge has died, and I think Wedge is 6, yeah?
Yeah.
So was 6.
Was 6 points. 14 points to Dan there, and 11 to Ian.
So that killing Wedge has properly kicked it up again.
Yeah, that's really added to the threat level.
So Durge now is greatly set up to claim that objective there and just keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely. Not only that, if he can claim that objective, giving him 2, and if Boba can get himself in a really nice position and possibly take out Garvin, that's game.
So Jek, what we're saying is Jek's got a lot to do.
Jek needs to pull it out of the bag. He's got to hold the bag, hold it together. He's just got to. It's a tough one. It has been absolutely brilliant. The players have enjoyed it as well, which is great. But this has been I mean,
if Jek can 2-round Boba here, he's got this in the bag.
Jek can 2-round Boba. If Jek can 2-round Boba, I think I'll give Ian top prize straight away because that would just be amazing.
Oh, what bombs we got here?
It's
Proximity mine. I believe that's his last proximity mine.
That is the last charge on that, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Ian's face. I'm looking at Ian's face.
Ian's face is the one of someone who's definitely not flying over it. Oh, it's in the middle of it.
He has landed bullseye onto that. Oh, it's a good job they don't say if you land directly on the middle, it's even worse. Wow. Oh, Jek is taking damage.
So he takes 1 foot automatically.
Oh no. It's a good job this isn't chance engagement. Disabled power regulator there on Jek.
And now he's rolling for the. He has to roll for Jek's stress
Now,
ability.
can he hold it? Jek went from one of the healthiest ships on the board to being absolutely brutalised by a Proton. You've got about 11 minutes left.
So
11 minutes left before.
Because he's not stressed, he does have the opportunity to. Or you can dead, or you can spend, or it's the action on the card. Yeah. Oh, it's fit. Oh, we can't do that then. No, it's the. I was talking out of turn. Sorry. So all these droids all these droids do the same thing. They're just named after their own droids.
Yeah.
But they are charge based. Yes, so Dan there reminding Ian that with an arm manoeuvre, you do your dial, so it's not a straight 1 forward anymore. You can do a 2 bank on your dial, and it means you're doing a 1 bank arm
Absolutely.
manoeuvre. Yeah.
Again, another thing that actually really helps.
He has chosen to use the droid to fix it, regardless, though.
Which
on this
is,
occasion.
you know what? I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
I think that is the right call.
Does open it up for him. He's going to be relying on just dice luck for trying to get Durge there, but here comes Garvin.
Durge is an important one. If he can take Durge, he's got an objective. Yeah, if he can
would
take
put him up to 16
yeah.
if he can get him. Yeah.
And with 10 minutes to go, every single point now is crucial.
Yeah. So He's going to make a decision here to try and if Durge can the rogue boost.
The rogue can boost, yeah. It's a red boost.
No, he's gone for claim. Which is
Claim.
interesting.
You know what? Take it. Take it. It's a good shout.
Boba here is going to, depending on where this lands, might just claim this one that's not been claimed the whole game.
Possibly.
Oh no,
He's
violence.
so much violence.
Boba is just a beast.
Yeah. He's only got the re-roll for himself, but yeah.
Right.
That is Garven in the sights of Boba. Just debating.
Garvin's on 3, Jek is on 2.
Do you have an extra dice? This has the better shot.
Tough decision here for
Yeah.
Bam.
Does he try and save Durge with? Does he try and save
Good
Durge?
thing about Boba here though, he will get the reroll on either attack because it's just the ship being at range one, not the attack. The commentary's close. Sorry, I'm here for the people.
He knows anyway.
But these guys might not.
Range 2 on Porkins.
Oh, he has gone for an interesting choice here. Now he's got Slave 1 Separatist tile, which will also kick in.
I think that's the right choice because
I'll re-roll that one. What up? Because I'm behind you, but hit crit.
So,
will there be cheers or tears?
Can he hold it?
Can he hold it?
okay, 2 natural evades.
An above average on defense.
You've got 2 life left on him. Yeah.
Oh!
Good
golly! 2 evades.
So it's a direct hit comes out this card.
This is now the card is important. Weapons failure.
Well, that is still good. That is still good.
Porkins survived that. He can hold it. Oh my golly, that was just.
That one's out.
That was out anyway. Okay, that was
Oh. Now, weapons failure. So 1 less die for Jek, but can he take out Durge? This will be such a swing if he can.
So we've got no mods here, but he has got the hit.
He's got the crit.
So Durge, I think.
It's them that are making it for me. I don't know about you.
Oh! It's a crit.
Panic pilot.
Panic pilot. Oh, both ships just. Oh.
One more point each.
1 more point at the end of the round. We are 15 to 12. 2 ships barely scraping through. But oh my god, Jek held it against that. That was just absolutely incredible.
Now, the thing now will be they're both clearly chasing down Durge here, but
Yeah.
Boba is coming up hot up the back there.
I don't know where because the thing is, the choice of where Durge goes is very important.
Well, he's got very limited because he's double stressed there.
stressed. But I still think he should probably go right because that's going to be the harder angle for them to both get down.
He's going to get the extra dice pretty much no matter
Yeah,
what.
so he'll have the rig cargo shoot, possibly a range 3, and then Boba. Oh, it's so tough. It's so very tough. Score at the moment is 15 to Dan and 12 to Ian. So close. This has been an absolutely brilliant way to start the day. This has just been so good.
Yeah, because Sublight engine, unstable. Yeah, unstable. Yeah. Well, he's dead now. So what he's saying here is that Jek has unstable Sublight engines, which will kick in immediately when he takes the damage from the asteroid, which will automatically kill Durge. And knowing Ian, he's probably seriously contemplating this.
I mean, I'm just having a look at the points. I don't see why not. I mean, he won't automatically get the win. It will take it to 19 to 16. I mean, well, yeah, it'll be done, but it'll be You know what? It'll be the best way of finishing
Ian
this.
is one of the most sportsman players I know. Yes! What a hero! Ian is my actual hero.
Ah,
So
There's
he's on 1
Jek.
life left, which will give him the 1 damage. Then he has to boost. Yeah. And then everyone at range 0 to 1 takes 1 damage.
Jek Porkins, we salute you.
Yeah, so it takes it to, well, technically not until the end of the round, but yes, 16 to 19
to
here.
16.
To Garven. So Boba now, if Boba can get the shot onto Garven there,
Yeah.
trying to get out of that arc.
That, you know what? That's a good.
Well,
like that barrel.
Bobba's got a rear arc, so it's with
Yeah.
the boost, it's very hard to actually arc dodge Bobba, especially if you're moving first. Sorry, mate. Everyone does. I don't blame you.
He is just remembered.
To be fair, Dan totally forgot that Jek could kill Durge, so I think it's 50-50.
It's all right. I think people.
You had to.
I mean, it was just the most
Right.
beautiful thing to watch
Now.
ever.
So Boba here. So he has got out of the arc now, but a boost could get that in
Yeah.
for sure. The other thing, obviously, with objective play, Dan can just stay there and win. He just claims and wins. So yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no fun in
And he's
that.
saying he can claim, but we know what these guys are like. It is violence all the way. This game does not finish until there is only 1 ship left on the board. No rerolls, no force.
So just the out the back shot there. I mean, it's,
Oh.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's be honest here. Oh, and he's done it! He's done it!
Done it! Oh my gosh! What a game there for round 1. Oh, that was just the best. So, they'll still get the objective points at the end of the round. So, final scores there for round 1. 24 points to Dan, 17 points to Ian. That does
What a
not
game.
describe
What a game.
how great that game was. Fantastic from both players.
Now that
Wow.
was, and for Ian to know that it was the right thing to do there to Jek in there for the
Oh.
game, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I just think it was absolutely fantastic. It was the right thing to do. But yeah, well done to both players. Dan,
Yeah.
Ian, fantastic, entertaining.
And Nicola putting in on the chat there, Boba for the win. He is still such a power piece, isn't he?
Oh,
Such a
he's
power
still
piece.
such a power play. But that is round 1, guys. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back for round 2. I just want to say, Dale, thank you so much for joining
Been a
us.
pleasure,
It's been
mate.
Great.
Thanks for having me on.
And we will see you guys very shortly for round 2, okay? Stick around.